This guy's in an 11 streak on King of the Hill and he thinks he's good or something, so I have to come in here and sit him down and just show him who's daddy! He's playing Kujin!
Share play. I'm gonna need a share play.
There is a new king in town! 10 things I need to see in MK11. It is Mortal Kombat season. I am ready. Let's just get right into it. I think the most important thing, or the most important thing to me that I need, is a ranking system or like a ranked mode. I know there is ranked sets and stuff on Injustice 2, and even Mortal Kombat has its own ranked like playlist. But I want to have like tiers and ranking, like you earn like SR type points like Overwatch or whatever, and you lose them when you lose and you win them when you win. I think it'd just be really fun to grind for a high rank. NetherRealm says they want to make this a very competitive experience, and this would be a very good way at doing it because there's so much motivation, and it'll motivate you to actually win and try hard and use your mains and all that. I'm gonna just throw in 5 characters I really want to see. Number 1, Johnny Cage. Number 2, Ermac. Number 3, Smoke. Number 4, I know there's Shao Kahn, but I would still like to see Goro back. And number 5, Cabal. Now there's a lot more things I do want to see, and I'm just going to put in a few that I don't really have to elaborate on. So I want to see brutalities. I want to see a new type of ality. You know, fatalities, brutalities, there is babalities, there is friendships, animalities. I want to see a new one. I think they can, I know there is, people like commit suicide when they quit the game. That's like a leaked thing. I would just like to see a new type of finisher move. One idea I have for that is a character-specific fatality where you use something against the character that you're playing against to kill them. Say you're playing a Scorpion, you can like take his spear, wrap it around his neck, and like snap it. I don't know. It'd be a long process to develop. That's why I don't think this will really happen, but I think it'd be very cool. And this has already been leaked, but I really do want the gear system to return, but no gear stats. Gear stats, no, I don't care about them. You know, it was a really cool idea for Injustice 2 when you could go into player matches and just use your overpowered abilities against each other, but really it just evens out too much and it just becomes a mess. But I do want to see gear. I would like to have like a futuristic Johnny Cage or like even like a knight Johnny Cage. I don't really think it has to relate. It's Mortal Kombat. It's goofy. It's whatever. I think characters should be able to look like whatever you want them to look like. You want a black knight Johnny Cage? Go ahead. You want a futuristic cyber Ermac? Go ahead. Like simple like stuff like that I think would be really cool and really add depth to the game and make people grind a lot longer for gear pieces. Which brings me quickly to my next point. I know there's a lot of discussion about these type of things in games. I don't want any loot boxes. Mother boxes were cool. They were very easy to grind for. You didn't really have to pay to get much, but some people never got the Staff of Grace, and including myself, and it's just if there's that one piece for my main, I'm going to be a bit upset if I have to grind and just keep getting RNG'd over and over again and never get my gear piece. I think the legendary multiverses were great. It was a great way to grind for it. I really prefer playing online over multiverse though, so if they make it in the towers, I'm going to be a little bit discouraged, but not too much, because if there's the AI system like there was in Injustice 2, I'll be totally fine with that, and I'll be able to just run my AIs as I'm just sitting at home editing, doing whatever it is. I can just have my AI characters running towers and leveling up and grinding for that legendary stuff. Now this point is a bit more character specific. I want more big body characters like Shao Kahn, Goro, Ferritor. I want like bigger grappler type characters, because Bane is like my favorite character to play in Injustice 2 because he's like armor based, there's grappling, and you got to use your armor to your own defense. In Mortal Kombat X I do like stagger play. I mean, I played Ermac a lot because I'd like just do the 1-1 into like the low or overhead, stuff like that. And Johnny Cage is of course really fun. I just started playing him actually the other day, and I think he's honestly like my favorite character, which is why I really want him in the next game. But yeah, more big body characters, more unique characters. I hope one of the new characters introduced is a big body character. We've heard some names, and there's like Kano's offspring or something that's been leaked, you know, Kano's kid. I really do hope that there's a lot more armor based and grapple based characters, because I really do enjoy that kind of playstyle like Bane. This hasn't really been talked about, but I would like emotes. Something to do after in like the finish him stage, or even when you finish the game you can do emotes, because you know Mortal Kombat, it is a disrespectful game. You can teabag. I think having emotes like dancing and stuff would be like just perfect. I don't know what the controls would be for it, but they could figure it out like in the finish him stage or the fatality stage. You can press a button and do like a different dance or something like that. I think it just adds to the more comedic effect and disrespectful effect in the game. because I'll be honest, I do teabag sometimes, and I'm not very proud of myself, but you know, some guy, he just kicks my ass 5 times. I gotta feel good. Switch to my main, teabag him, even though he's clearly better than me all around the board. I still get salty and want to teabag, so emoting would just be like perfect. Really quickly, I think Test Your Might should be back. Test Your Luck I really couldn't care less about, but Test Your Might is classic. I need to make a separate video on trying to complete it with like a controller cam maybe. That's not going to happen. I'll just do it without a controller cam. You're going to be able to hear the buttons going off. Now the last thing I really want for this game is tag team. I think tag team fights were really fun in MK9. There was the tag team tower. That's what actually made me like into the game. Back in the day in Mortal Kombat, the reboot or MK9, those were like the days, man. Just going to my friend's house and doing the towers together. I would play as Kung Lao, he'd play as whoever, and it was just a good time. I think they should be in online matches, though. I really think a tag team online matches, as unbalanced as it might have been, I think it can be really, really fun, even if it's unbalanced. Like, it's just so much fun online, and I would really, really enjoy having it in the game. I'm going to run out of the gameplay, so the last thing I'm going to say is the stamina system. That's all I got to say. They know what to do with that. It was great in the last game, and that's all that I got to say. I ran out of gameplay.